Okay. Mr. Chairman, in 2001, the Greater Houston Coffee Association, the Port of Houston Authority, the coffee industry, and this legislative body supported us in working together to bring the coffee trade to Texas. Our plan at that time was basically simple. It was to get registered as a certified C green coffee location on the New York Board of Trade. We figured once we got registered, the coffee would flow into, the beans would flow into Texas following that. The first step to that, to getting certification, was to obtain the tax exemption from this body and then supported by the voters of Texas, which was accomplished. With all that behind us, in 2005, the first container of green coffee came in, and this is what, if you've seen green coffee before, this is what it looks like here. I don't know if you want to take a closer look at that, or
sure. You're not getting this back, but.
So with that came these bags of greenhouse coffee to be stored in Harris County. And basically the way the exchange works, it picks one county, and if that county is exempt, then it becomes recognized, and they did get that approval from the New York Board of Exchange in 2005. Well, actually before that, but 2005, when they really started bringing the bags into Harris County. And you can see from the graph here, before 2005 there was nothing, and then as it goes forward, how many bags have been stored. And then also the second graph, which is the colored one, you can see how as we started closing out 2005, there was nothing, and then slowly we started overtaking the other coffee exchange ports. And we've overtaken them all except for New York so far. So with the exemption, we became certified, and then we moved into the business, and we've grown. Pretty much, if you look at this, we pretty much put Miami out of the business. There's two other gentlemen here with me today, Mr. Carlos Diehl from President of Maximus Coffee Group, and Chairman Jim Evans from the Board of Commissioners of the Port of Houston Authority. And they'll speak more to the economics impact in terms of jobs and facilities expanded. But I want to stay focused pretty much on the reason that we even store this thing, which is the exemption. As I talked about with these graphs, with the exemption, the business comes. Without the exemption, the industry collapses, and the coffee business goes to one of the other three ports that are on these graphs for storage. With the exemption, going forward, we can continue to grow coffee in the state of Texas. And one of the things that we're doing right now as a coffee association working with the Port of Houston and the industry is we're trying to get certified on the London Futures Exchange to be certified Robusta beans, and that will bring even more coffee and more business into Texas. And we see Texas as becoming the trading hub for coffee because of this exemption and because of the business friendliness it is in this area. Also the association with the port.
Let me ask you about that. Is that going to require an additional exemption?
No, sir.
So
it's still green. It's still green coffee. There's two types of beans. The one being Arabica, which we do on the New York. That's traded on the New York Exchange, and that's what's traded now. To be on the second being the Robusta, we have to go to the London Futures to be recognized there. There's only one other port doing that right now, and that's New Orleans. And we'd like to compete with them in that market, and it takes application and stuff. We're working on that. But the other thing that coffee's bringing into Texas is, as we grow the coffee business, we are also bringing in conventions and stuff and starting to be recognized as a coffee capital. Next year, we convinced the Specialized Coffee Association to hold our annual convention in Houston, and we're going to reach out to some of the other associations and bring them in to the area to have discussions on coffee. This pretty much concludes my remarks. I just want to say that Texas is a great place to do business, and we see a bright future for coffee. as long as the exemption remains, we're in good shape. If you remove it, we think the industry will collapse. And thank you for your continued support.
All right, any questions of this witness member? Are you familiar with I guess the Harris County School District? Does it give, HISD give this exemption to?
I don't know the answer. I can research and get back to you on that.
Okay, we think it's mandatory so that they're supposed to, but
I think it is also because I read something about Galena Park is supporting this.
All right.